Hey y'all, it's Gail. Well, I just finished watching the first presidential debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I'm exhausted. It was horrible. Donald Trump made this debate unbearable to watch. I don't know what his problem was. I know they said he was going to come out and be strong and try to take over, but he tried to do those things. He tried to bully Joe Biden. It didn't work. His people didn't prepare him for this. I don't know who did debate prep with him, but they didn't do a good job because he looked crazy. And you know what? I'm not a supporter of Trump, but even I was embarrassed for him. He looked he looked undone. He never faced the camera when he was talking to the American people. Joe Biden, on the other hand, he was laughing at Trump, he was smiling at Trump. They had a split screen, right? And so when Chris Wallace would ask a question, and Trump never answered a question directly, he would go off on these tangents trying to make these points about Joe Biden and Sleepy Joe and Joe's son and, all these things that he was not asked about. And it was very discomforting and chaotic because they each had 2 minutes to make a point to the American people, to convince the American people what they stood for. Donald Trump wasted that 2 minutes. And not only that, he wouldn't let Joe Biden talk. He just kept interrupting. And, I guess he thought he was going to push Joe Biden around like he pushed Hillary around. It wasn't going to work. I know Joe kept saying that he couldn't wait to debate this guy because he knows how to handle bullies. Well, he showed us why he was so happy to be able to debate this guy, Donald Trump, because he handled Donald Trump, the bully, very, very well. Donald Trump did not talk about any of his policies. He was asked direct questions about his policies. And before he would if he let Chris Wallace finish the question, which he didn't want to do, he would talk about something on another tangent. It was like he didn't hear the question. He had things that he wanted to say that he's been saying for months now that has not won him any voters. He just kept saying those things. He didn't come to persuade people who are Republicans that might be thinking about voting Democrat or independents who haven't made up their mind, or just people who haven't made up their mind, maybe even first time voters. He did not use his chance to tell what his policies were. He used his chance to attack Biden. And the things he was attacking Biden on were things like Beau Biden. You Republicans always talk about patriotism and, oh, you have to be patriotic and you have to salute the flag and you want to tell everybody, every man and woman that served in the armed forces, you want to congratulate them and thank them for their service. But I guess that only happens when someone decides that you can make up a decision that someone's not patriotic when they don't kneel or at the flag, or when they don't put the hand on their heart when the Star Spangled Banner is played. That's unpatriotic to you all. But yet you will support a president like Trump who calls the people who serve in the armed forces losers and suckers. And do you know, tonight he said to Chris Wallace and the rest of us that he never said that? We saw him say it. It was on tape. And he said it in the interview with Chris Wallace. He lies so much. That's his go-to, is to lie. And even when we see him on tape saying something, he still lies about it. He acted as if he didn't know that Biden's son, Beau, received a medal for being in the armed forces when he didn't have to. Mr. Oh, my feet hurt, so I can't serve. Mr. Oh, you are a loser or a sucker. So all of you Republicans who are voting for Donald Trump, you're not patriotic. You're not. And you have no right to call anybody else unpatriotic because just saying it doesn't mean anything. Because this man, Trump, that you support, he doesn't support the troops. He does not. He said it on camera, on tape. He doesn't support the troops. So he's not patriotic. He has never served in the armed forces. He didn't want to. He thought it was stupid because he thought his rationale was, why would you do something like that when you're not going to get something back from it? He didn't realize that serving in the armed forces, you get a lot back from it. And one of the big things you get back is that feeling that you have served your country. Trump only wants to serve himself. That's all it is. And I know you all don't want to believe that. I know you all want to stick by him. But the truth is the truth. And you all don't want to hear it. Biden. You know what Biden had got to do tonight? He got to show everybody who he is and what he believes in. Excuse me, I have to get some water. He took his chance. Every time Trump messed up, he took his chance to look directly in the camera and talk to the American people about his policies. He showed himself as a true statesman. Trump showed himself as an ass. Trump, the way he acted, is this the way he acts when he's negotiating? Is this the deal maker? I don't know anybody who would sit in a room and make a deal with someone who won't let you talk. How can you make a deal if you won't let the other side talk? We saw Donald Trump for who he really is. Everybody saw him. And those of you who still support him, you know what? I would give y'all a pass and wouldn't talk about y'all if y'all said I'm supporting him because he's a white supremacist just like I am and I'm a racist. I would say, okay, you're being truthful. Even you evangelicals, I would give you a pass if you all said that and were truthful about why you're supporting him. But all you all do is talk about all these crazy things that he talks about and QAnon and all these weird and crazy things, and it makes you all seem crazy too. Joe Biden, he is by far the best person to be president of my United States and your United States of America. Donald Trump never turned to the camera and told us a policy. He talked about, he even brought up Hillary Clinton. He had the nerve to say crooked Hillary. Talk about somebody who can't get over something. Talk about a child. He talked about Obama and what Obama did. When Chris Wallace would ask him a direct question, he would go back to, well, in the Obama administration, this is your administration, Trump and Trump supporters. Talk about your administration and stop talking about how you've done more for Black people than any president ever. Nobody believes that, particularly Black people. And that's not going to get you our vote because we know it's not true. When you took over Trump, you took over an economy that was on the upswing. And even Chris Wallace pointed out that more jobs were created in the Obama administration in 1 year than you, Donald Trump, and you supporters of Donald Trump created in all the years that he's been in. So don't tell us about this great economy. I believe what Joe said. If you can't get this coronavirus, if you can't take care of that and make sure that people are not going to be sick from it, you're not going to have a good economy. And also, I guess Trump doesn't realize the president doesn't control the economy. Maybe you control the economy for your friends who are, have the stock market, they worrying about the stock market and have all these 401ks and these big business people. Maybe control them. You do control their welfare because that's the only welfare you seem to be caring about Trump. You gave them a big tax break that they didn't need. And now we have the biggest deficit ever. What happened to you Republicans? I thought you all didn't want a deficit. I thought you all wanted a balanced budget. What happened to that? Oh, I know. It got thrown right out the window, just like everything else that used to be a Republican stance on something, a Republican platform. Oh, wait, there is no platform. You all didn't even present a platform at your convention. Who does that? That doesn't show strength. That shows ignorance. That shows that you don't care about the American people enough to present what you're going to do if you get another 4 years. So that's why American people are not supporting you. That's why Trump is down in so many states. That's why I predict Donald Trump is going to lose because tonight he didn't do himself any favors. But my boy Joe did. Joe, you did it. You did it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that I'm supporting you. Joe, you did it. I don't know if you can see my shirt, but it says, "Make it happen." Joe, you made it happen. And those of you who still are undecided, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Because if you saw what happened tonight, you wouldn't be undecided. So this is an overview of what happened. I'm gonna come back every night. I decided I need to get online every day, twice a day, as much as I need to help you people who seem to be lost as to who to vote for, and those of you who want to be Republicans and I don't understand it, but hopefully, if you tune in to me, give me some questions, give me some feedback. Don't say things like, "Oh, you're fat," "Oh, you're ugly," "Oh, I don't like the way you sound." If you say that kind of thing, you just like Donald Trump, stupid, and you don't know how to debate. I do. I know how to debate a point, and I will debate a point. So, good going, Joe. Yes. Ultimate thumbs up to you, Joe Biden. You did well. Yes. Vote Joe Biden. Biden Harris 2020. Out.